Uncle Paw here. Hey, I'm glad you're joining us today. We got a good one for you. We doing smothered pork chops, Uncle Paw style. Here next on Uncle Paw's Kitchen. Alright fam, welcome back. Smothered pork chops. Alright, so, smothered pork chops, it's pork chops covered in gravy, simmering, cooking for a length of time before they get fork tender. Like I said, we're gonna deep fry ours with no breading. I think the breading gets in the way, sitting inside the gravy, it kind of falls off a little bit. I'm a big believer of none flour, but actually do fry it to get that crispy exterior to add even more flavor to the dish. Now, as far as the gravy, what we're gonna do is, flour, of course, we use chicken stock. We're gonna add some heavy cream, but our base is gonna start off with some bacon. 10 slices of bacon that I pre-cooked, and kind of what I do is on Saturdays or Sundays when I'm cooking for the family, I'll cook bacon and I'll just go ahead and cook off the whole pack. And what you see here, this is just, several strips of bacon that I put on a rack. And then just let it cook, let it get about 3/4 of the way done. Wrap it up in parchment paper and foil, which preserves it. But then, like I said, my kids, if they want, some bacon in the morning before school, anything like that, some toast, it won't take that good 10-15 minute process. They can just wrap it up in paper towel, stick it in the microwave for 2 minutes, and they're done. And the beauty of it being 3/4 done is that it still has some fat inside that can render off. So we're gonna slice that up, we're gonna dice that up, and we're gonna put that in the pan and let that fat get in there. Drop some shallots and garlic in there to soak up that grease, add a little bit more flavor to it. Go with our flour, and then of course our chicken stock with our heavy cream and butter. We'll just bring it all together. Then of course we're gonna season it with our fried everything seasoning, and that's gonna be our gravy. Now, over with our pork chops, we're gonna use fried everything seasoning on top. But something I like to do when I'm cooking, because I always like to cook mine in the oven, is in the pan, I like to put onions. Just some red onions at the bottom of the pan. And it does three things. One is obvious, is that it adds flavor, to the dish. Red onions, nice, sweet, got a little bite because it is an onion, but it's just adding that great flavor. Now the second thing that it does is it's protecting your pork chop. It's protecting your pork chop from getting burnt on the bottom, just in case you have it up too high or it sits in like in a skillet or anything like that, and it's just cooking away. It prevents it from, actually burning up. And then the third thing it does is something for me that I like is when you go in there, you get these smothered pork chops and they're nice and tender. A lot of times they break up. When you hit it, go underneath it kind of breaks up. Because I like to get mine where they're just falling apart tender. And when I go in there with my spatula, I know you're hitting that bottom, it's gonna hit the onions. Even though they're gonna be nice and soft, I know it's gonna hit the onions, and I can be able to scoop underneath that pork chop and get my full pork chop. I don't want half a pork chop here and there. I want all my pork chop. So that's another benefit of having onions at the bottom. And then I don't season these onions either. I let the pork chop, the juice from the pork chop and the gravy season these for me. All right, so that's how I kind of do those. So now what we're gonna do is just go ahead and season our pork chop with our fried everything, and then go ahead and fry 'em. All right, the last one is out. Nice, nice and pretty. So now what we want to do is go ahead and remove this, so we can go ahead and prep our vegetables and meet you at the stove top. So, got our pork chops out, got a fryer out the way. Now I want to show you something before we get into our vegetables and our bacon. It's been sitting there, pork chops been sitting here, and of course all the, it's loosening back up. The meat, the juices being absorbed again, and then some of it's being pushed out with some of the fat, some of that grease. And I just want to show you that right there. So that's what's been falling in the bottom of the pan, and those onions are absorbing all that flavor as well. But one of the things that we're going to do as far as in our gravy is we're going to, I just poured that one out earlier and still got some more. What we're going to do is we're going to pour that into our gravy to enhance the flavor of it. So again, I have 10 slices of semi pre-cooked bacon. And I'm just going to give it a little chop. Now I have shallots, and we're using a whole shallot, just one shallot. And the reason why is, one is garlic and shallot goes well with each other, but two is that we have onions in the bottom of our pan. If I wasn't putting onions in the bottom of the pan, then I would go with a whole yellow onion or a whole red onion in the gravy. But since I got that here, we'll just go with one shallot. And our oven is done. So what you want to do, still got the stem. Just kind of go down, make long slices. This is where it makes it easier for you to chop. And then just and there you go. And if you really want to get it even more, just kind of go over it like that if you want to. But by making those slices and then chopping those slices, you're fine. Oh, sorry. So now we just want to mince some 8 cloves of garlic. All right, so mince those. Now what I like to do is take, these are the bits that didn't get pressed through. I like to take those and put them in, and then go ahead and just re-mince all those. And just make sure I'm just getting all of it, all the garlic. All right. Got a garlic, chicken broth, a flour, a cream, and a season's already at the stove top with the pot. See here, I got a stick of butter. Now, I get regular butter in the tub as well. Use different type of butter for me. I just like this because of the measurements. It allows you to, just cut it right at the marks of the, the tablespoons that you need or whatever like that. So that's why I get stick butter. But anyway, we got everything done. Let's head over here to the stove top. Let's get this gravy started. All right, gravy is done, as you can see. I still want to do one more taste test because it was good. And I just like eating it. With that. And bacon. Oh man, that's some good gravy, girl. I'm telling you. Let's go ahead and put it in here before I just give me a biscuit and just start last sliding it up. All right, finish wrapping them. Stick them in the oven. See you in 2 hours. All right, fam. You can hear the stoves going off. Let's go ahead, get it out of here. Ooh, a little warm up in here. All right. Get them both out. All right. Careful. You got that steam. All right, look at that. That is what is it? What did John Kerry say? B-A-A, beautiful. No, he's B-E-A, beautiful. That's what it was. All right, let's get in here. Yeah. Now watch, I'm gonna go down, hit the onions, and come on up. Stay on in there. See that? That's how you come up. But first, you gotta put some rice on here. Just a little rice pilaf. Ooh. Boy, that look beautiful. Tell you, if you ain't hungry, you're gonna be hungry when you see and smell this. I'm telling you. Missing one thing. A little parsley to make it look pretty. Am I right? Look good, don't it? Go ahead and get in here. Look at that. No knife required. And just straight down with your knife. You don't even have to do all that, just straight down. Oh, it's gonna be hot. Not trying to burn my mouth. That by far is one of the best smothered pork chops you will ever taste. Hands down. And I'm not just saying it because I did it. I'm telling you, I'm very honest when it comes to food. If somebody else's is neck and neck with mine or be a little bit better than mine, until I retweet mine. But but I'm very honest. And that, my friends, is some good smothered pork chop. I'm telling you. We just took it, we sprinkled our fried everything on top of it, put it in the deep fryer, let it go for about 5 minutes, took it out, put the red onions underneath it, set it on top. We made our gravy, with our fried everything seasoning. Bam. I'm telling you. Woo. Let's try this rice pilaf with that gravy. Oh, rice pilaf is gonna be good because it's just the onions, the garlic with the rice and some olive oil, hitting that, just pan frying it, add in some chicken stock, boom, let it finish out. So it's always gonna be good. Man, let me get back up in here. Let me let y'all know. I'm promised. I wish all of y'all were here to try this. Try these red onions that have been cooked down, absorbing all that flavor, all that juice. That's it, Mike. That's it, I'm telling you. Try this right here. Put it in there, put it in the pan, put it in the oven, 2 hours at 350. Let it rock and roll. I'm telling you, give it a try. You know what these will go good with? These go good with my collard greens. You know what? I'm gonna have to whoop up a batch with this for the night. But anyway, enough eating, enough talking about all this. Hey, go try it out for yourselves. Please do it. Let me know how it turned out for you. Put it in the comments. Shoot me emails. Send me the pictures. I want to see you do it. Hey, let me know when you want to do the go live. We can do the live where you're doing it and we can both do it at the same time. I'm Uncle Pawpaw. I appreciate you watching Uncle Pawpaw's Kitchen. All right now.